this week?
This is IMM number 10, and we have a lot of books this week to share with you.
A lot. Part of it is because I had my Scholastic Book Fair at my middle school library. That's where we're at today. So I have we have a lot from that. I did some purchasing for me. I did some purchasing for my girls. Yeah. So we're going to have a lot. We're going to try to just show them and go them, and here we go. One thing we noticed is we both picked these up.
So we'll start with these. I'll start with mine, this one. It's Legend by Marie Lu, and the publisher is Putnam. And the reason I have this book is that it was given to me from my brother, who highly recommends it. And if you read this first line, once known as the western coast of the United States, the Republic is now a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors, the colonies. I'm in. And people have said that if you like Hunger Games, you'll like this book. So I hope I enjoy it.
And Darker Still is apparently a Magic Most Foul novel. It's going to be part of a trilogy, and it is by Leanna Renee Hyber. And it is blurbed on the front by Katie Cross, which is one of the first things I noticed. The other thing I noticed is that in the description, when you read about it, it's New York City, 1882, and this girl is obsessed with a portrait, and the man inside of it who's trapped is trying to pull her in, and there's just something about the era, something about the description. It made me think of The Portrait of Dorian Gray, which I adore. So that's what really drew me in on that one. And this one is from Scholastic. There you go. All right. So I purchased books for my daughters. Easter, don't tell, okay? So they are getting Charlie the Ranch Dog by Ray Drummond. Looks adorable. Like, seriously, look at the picture on the back of the author, I assume, with her Bassett. Adorable. Bear's Loose Tooth. Same story as the Bear Snores On. Same characters. And Barbie in A Mermaid Tale. This one, I know, it doesn't say... Monkey number 2 ran to this book at the fair, jumped up and down, and hugged it.
Well, it does have stickers.
Yeah, it also has stickers. So anyway, I had to do that one. And then Shoo La La. This one is just great. I read it aloud to them, and it is so pretty and girly and fun. And in the end, they end up making their own fun shoes on their own. So I loved that part about it too. And they're all Scholastic books, and I'll put them in the down below too.
Okay. I have one that's not from the book fair, and then the rest of mine are from coming to the middle school book fair. I was in the library yesterday at the high school, and I saw this cover, which, if you can see it, it's a feather on fire, and it just pulled me in, just that cover, and it's really cool looking, and all I did was
I never noticed it was a feather. Anyway.
All I did was see the feather, burning feather, and then I read this on the bottom. No one can make her be an angel of death. I was like, ooh, that looks cool. So this is Grace by Elizabeth Scott, and the publishing company was Penguin. Let me double check that. Yes, Penguin. And so I was just like, okay, angel of death. You know, from last week, you know, that angel thing kind of intrigued me. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay, so my obscene stack of books. So Mockingjay, I had to get a paperback to go with the other two that I have, so my trilogy is now complete. Perfect. Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. If you don't know about that, I don't know where you've been living. Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. Anderson's Bookshop is actually having an event next month that I hope to go to, where I can meet her and have her sign it. But if you don't know about this one is out by Harper, I believe, and it is Harper Teen, Cynthia Hand, Unearthly, Angels. Okay, so if you are interested in angels, that's what this story is about. Beautiful Darkness by Cami Garcia, Margaret Stoll. I have the first one in paperback, so I wanted to get this one in paperback as well. If you didn't know already, they are right now casting for a movie based on Beautiful Creatures, which is the first book. This is the second book. And I will definitely be getting Beautiful Chaos, the third book, when it is in paperback as well. And this one is by Hatchet, I believe. All right, so some new stuff for me. Okay, the Hunger Games tribute guide, I couldn't resist it. It has each one of the tributes, and it has stuff about them.
That is so cool.
It talks about their district and what their district is known for, what they do in that district. It talks about height, age, their weapons, their strength, and their gorgeous pictures of each tribute, and I just thought it would be perfect to go along with the movie, and of course it has sneak peek pictures in there too, and love it. Was excited, had to get it. Alright, so Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. I hear about this one all the time, and it's one that people keep telling me I need to read, so I thought, you know, paperback, it wasn't too much. This is by Scholastic. And so I'm guessing ghosts, but I haven't obviously read it yet.
Seems right.
But it's a trilogy. So people seem to adore it.
Are the other ones out, or are they coming out?
They are out just, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, the last. So one that was very new to me is called The Vespertine by Sandra Mitchell. And it got lots of great reviews by some of the bloggers that I follow and friends that I follow, so I picked it up and thought I would try it. When I read the description, it really makes me think of Libba Bray's Gemma Doyle trilogy. I'm hoping it'll give me that same taste of, 1880s, 90s era women issues, but also that paranormal twist in there that I find so interesting. So a bit like the Darker Still that I got, but yeah, I'm excited about this one. This one's from Houghton Mifflin. And then I got Virals by Kathy, and I don't know how to say her last name, Ricks. She is the one who writes the series that Bones, that show, is based on, and she has delved into the young adult publishing, and this is the first in the young adult series that she's doing. The second one is either just out or is coming out.
Is it sci-fi or is it actually
mystery?
Oh, okay.
You know, this one is Adventure has always been in 14-year-old Tori Brennan's blood. After all, she is the niece of world-famous forensic anthropologist Temperance Brennan. So it's a story about her niece and the adventures that she gets into.
I like
with
that.
I think there's going to be a group of science geeks again, which is part of why I love the show. I love the show. And then the last actual book that I got is Cinder. I couldn't resist it. It made me drool all week.
Is beautiful.
The cover is gorgeous. It's by Marissa Meyer. It is put out by whoever Phil and Friends are. I don't know who that is. Oh, an imprint of Macmillan. So there you go. Cinder is a Cinderella story with a very sci-fi twist because she's a cyborg. So it sounds very Romeo and Juliet, but also action-adventure. I'm very excited to read this one. It was on my I have to have it list.
I'm sorry, there's something when you said Cinderella cyborg, it makes me giggle.
Well, I can't help it. I can't help it.
All right, the other 3 books that I got at the Scholastic Book Fair, is that what it was? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Sorry. The first one is Birthmarked. Again, it's all about the covers for me. So I'm walking around, I see this cover. I love the print of the title and then this cool ribbon that made me curious. And it's by Carrig O'Brien, I guess is how you would say it. And the publisher is Square Fish. And all I did was read this little thing on the back. It says, it's dialogue from the book, obviously. Well, I can see the quote marks. You can't take my baby. She's mine. And then you'll have others. You'll get to keep some, I promise. Please, not this one, not my only. What have I done? You've provided a great service to the Enclave. and I was like,
oh my, I
It
know.
made me think, I really loved Handmaid's Tale and
Yes,
things like that.
that's what made me think of too.
And so it
Yep.
made me think of that, and I just had to
Yep.
pick it up. The next one is The Splendor Falls by Rosemary
Cover.
Clement Moore.
Love
And
the cover.
again, it was the cover. I don't think, can you see it? The under falls, there's like, it's a little drop of blood right there.
I
It's
know,
really
I love
crazy.
it. Well, and she looks
and-
dead laying there, so.
It says Haunting and Unforgettable.
Yeah.
And this is by Delacorte Press, Random House. And all I had to do was see the cover, really. That's why I bought it. And then on the back it says, Sylvie Davis is a ballerina who can't dance. She's broken her leg, apparently, and she's having trouble, but all of a sudden she starts seeing things that other people can't see. And then I was in. That was mine. And then my
Oh, that
last
one.
one, again, this cover creeped
It
me
looks
out, and I
creepy.
loved it. But I love it. It is so cool. It is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Briggs. Cork Books,
I haven't heard of them, but
publisher.
okay.
And so
Looks like it has pictures,
it does.
which I like.
See? Look. So cool.
Oh, real pictures.
Real pictures.
Pictures, there you go.
And it's just that a home in Wales for peculiar children. And I don't know, it says a spine-tingling fantasy. So I picked it up.
Got it. I also got a couple Nookbooks this week because Epic Deals has They have epic deals. I don't know, it's hard to see this. This is Gone. I'll put it below. It is by Michael Grant. It's the first in the Gone series. I think there are 4 or 5 of these books, if not 6, coming out very soon. So this was $2.99, and the other one that I got was Black Hole Sun by David McGinnis Gill, and I thought, seriously, 99 cents, I can handle that. So I got that as well as a Nookbook. We have it at the high school, and the kids seem to like it. It is blurbed by Suzanne Collins as Rockets Readers to New Frontiers. It's action-packed. So I thought I would give it a try. And I also received from NetGalley Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident. They came together by
Ian
Colfer. Thank you. And so I've read Artemis Fowl, but I love to read it again because I listened to it before I didn't actually read it, which I loved. It was really great.
It's a good book.
I love the kid and the characters that are with him. And the other one that I got is The Girl in the Clockwork Collar from Katie Cross, which I am ridiculously excited about. And thank you, Pam, because she's the one who told me that I needed to go on NetGalley because it was on there. So thank you, Harlequin Teen. You made my whole entire spring because I'm totally a fangirl, maybe even a stalker of Katie Cross and this series because
the first book was
love
fabulous.
Love it. It bumped Fire by Kristen Cashore from my #1 favorite book ever to #2. Because #1 is now the series by the Steampunk Chronicles by Katie Cross. All 3 of them, I'm sure, will be. The first 2 already are my absolute favorites. So, that was our giant mailbox for this week. Sorry.
We have a lot of reading to do.
Yes, we do. Well, tons. That's what I said. I said, okay, when we hit spring break, am I allowed to just find a hut somewhere up north and hide in it for the whole entire week and just read, drink coffee, read,
That's a plan.
sleep,
I like it.
read some more. So, I don't know that my family's going to be okay with that. But, anyway, I'll try to start cranking out books a little faster than we have been, so, and posting up reviews. But let us know what you got in your mailbox this week. What did you get for your Libby? Post it below. Have a great week.